Welcome to the Advice Show, media with the common sense approach. So California State University, Los Angeles is in the news because they have segregated housing for black students. Now, a lot of people are very bothered that the black students are segregated, but they're segregated not at the request of white people. They're segregated at the request of the Black Student Union. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Freshman communications major Jonathan Thomas is one of 24 Cal State LA students at the heart of what's become a national debate: campus housing created specifically for black students.
For people to be able to come home at night and not have to feel like they're being interrogated, for people to come home and just feel like they can be themselves and be free.
Thomas says despite the headlines exploding, it's not segregation.
I think that's like a really loaded word, and even I'm using it, but it's not segregated, not at all.
The Halisi Scholars Black Living Learning Community was created for this fall semester following a long list of demands from the Black Student Union. Aaron Rogers is also in the housing program.
I have friends across the hall who are, of Asian descent and things of that nature. So it's not like we're just trying to seem like we don't want to hang out with other races. We just have a dorm where it's a lot of black people. I don't understand how it's segregated. That's kind of silly.
This housing is for people who are interested in issues affecting the African American community on campus.
The university calls it a themed living community and points to UC Berkeley, Stanford, and other CSU campuses, including Fullerton and Northridge, that have similar themed housing. Today, though, civil rights leaders with the Los Angeles Urban Policy Roundtable are challenging university leaders at Cal State LA to reconsider what they've done, saying segregation in any form betrays the cherished goals of the civil rights movement and sends the absolute wrong signal that races can learn best by being apart. Jonathan Thomas says it's all a misunderstanding.
It's just weird to me how people are kind of making it seem like it's something other than what it is when they haven't really seen it for themselves.
Now, they don't like the word segregation or segregated. So now they have a new word called safe space. So now they have a safe space on the campus. Now, some people may say, why are blacks want to do that? This is wrong. I thought we got past that already. The civil rights movement fought against segregation and integration with everybody and all this other stuff. Well, a year ago, I kept saying that all these things is going on, all these attacks, all this racism. Eventually, the black people are going to say, you know what? Obviously, they don't like us. So maybe we need to go in a little space by ourselves and just stay out of the way. Now, you heard in the piece that the students are saying, look, we basically not getting harassed no more by the campus police. They happy with it yet. But this is the real backstory to this. So the arrangement was by the Black Student Union. They came to the school with a list of demands. Now, the reason why they wanted the safe space housing is because they was dealing with racist attacks on campus. This is what they were dealing with. They also was dealing with racially insensitive remarks and also microaggressions by professors and students. So they came up with, well, why don't we have our own housing? And they created this housing. They granted them the request. Not only is this university doing this, UConn is doing this as well. UC Davis and also Berkeley is doing this. So obviously this is spreading in different college campuses that black people are now having their own safe space. Now, it may alarm you that this is happening, but like I stated before, I've seen this on the horizon already. And if the things keep going on in this country the way it's going now, it's going to get more safe spaces created for black people. I can imagine if Trump get in there, it's going to be really some safe spaces created because Trump galvanizes the white nationalists and white supremacists and all kind of idiots to do stupid stuff. I don't know why this man has that influence on them, but he do. If you do not want this country to go back to what it was, then stop the racial attacks, stop the racism, stop the microaggressions, stop the campus police for harassing black people, and this won't happen. It's really an easy fix. It's really not that hard, but we know good and well you're not going to fix it because you'd have fixed the junk a long time ago. And I don't even expect it to be fixed. Actually, it's getting worse and worse and worse by the day. So don't get mad if you see more black people doing this. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a guy just reporting the news and telling you what I'm seeing on the horizon in this country, and especially with black people here in America. Some of you may say, well, why can't they go to black colleges and they don't have to see white people? That's going to come too. That's going to be like the ultimate safe space for them, is just to go to black colleges and not go to any colleges where white folks at. It's probably going to happen that way, but we'll see. But my thing is, if you don't want that to happen, get rid of the racism. It's just that simple. That's the only thing I'm going to say about the situation. I'm not going to condemn anything with it because I know where it's coming from. You get tired of being talked crazy to. You get tired of being looked at like you always committing a crime and you're not doing anything. We're tired of the crime of being black. We're tired of that stuff. And we don't have our grandmother's generation here anymore to say anything. We're not going along, getting along. We're not going to let you just slap one cheek and then turn the other one too. That generation of doing that, it didn't work for them. That's why we in a lot of situations that we in right now. You have a generation that's not going to put up with the stuff. Sorry, it just really how it is. Make sure you join us on Patreon and become a patron. We're asking if you can make a pledge of $5 a month to help the program, and we will definitely give you access to exclusive videos, behind the scenes content. Hit me up in the comments, future commentaries, subscribe.